All right, we should be live here, everybody. Welcome, digital marketers, social media marketing agency owners, all of you who are in the online business or entrepreneurship space. This is Serial Entrepreneur, brought to you by Serial Entrepreneur Academy. But just wanted to say welcome. If you guys are watching the replay, you can go ahead and skip forward a little bit if you like and get to where we're answering some of the questions that students or viewers that are in the marketing niche typically have. We're going to start, just so you guys are aware, we're going to start incorporating some personal branding content. I want to let you guys kind of know, what our plans are for the future with Serial Entrepreneur. But excuse me. Also, the fact that we're not just about marketing agency stuff. What I want you guys to understand about this channel is we're all about digital marketing, whatever that may be, from e-commerce to running an agency to running a personal brand, or maybe even an Amazon store, or eBay store. We teach how to run marketing campaigns that will build any business online. So if you're looking to learn more about digital marketing or social media marketing and using it to basically increase sales, build your business, and grow your business to the next level because you're able to bring in more revenue, then definitely do me a favor and hit that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner below this video, and make sure that you hit the notification bell after that, so that way you can get updates to all of our free training, our free videos, our giveaways like the one we're doing tonight. You guys just want to make sure that you're involved everywhere you possibly can be. Also, goodness, I've had a cough. Like, allergies are killing me like this year. It's bad. I can't get past all this mucus. Anyways, I know that's probably not attractive, but real life stuff. But for those of you that are here, y'all go ahead and pre-recorded this live. Isaac McAllister, why would I pre-record this live? I don't know why that would even be a thing. Do you know somebody who actually records things live and then uploads them to like YouTube Live? I don't even think you can do that. I don't know. I've never seen a live recording on YouTube. You show me if that can happen. Anyways, we're definitely not recording. We are most certainly live with you guys tonight. So that was a little confusing. I don't know why you would think it's a recording. But anyways, guys, just to kind of get some feedback from you, how many of you are, I want to know from those of you that are watching right now, if you are trying to start a digital marketing agency, I want you to type a yes in the comments box. And then, because I'm trying to get an idea of not only who's starting a digital marketing agency, but for those of you who type yes to that first question, what I'd like for you to do is type me too if you are not only running a marketing agency, but you're considering starting a personal brand as well. If you're wanting to do something kind of like what I do, where I have the YouTube channel and I do this in combination with the agency. If you guys are wanting to do kind of the combo approach like I'm doing, I would like for you to put me too in the comments, because I really am interested to see how many people out there who are not only in digital marketing or running an agency are also interested in starting their own personal brand, because we are launching our course at the beginning of August, on August 1st. We're going to be launching the pre-sale, and that's going to go all the way on till August 31st, where you can get in for $299 instead of $1,200. But and it just interests me for those of you who are not only in the agency game, but wanting to look into, also monetizing on your passions. It's just interesting to me how many people kind of cross over into the same area. And what's funny is, just looking at all of this down here from your comments, a lot of you guys are doing the same, or wanting to do the same thing at least. So that's really cool. And I'm happy to see that people are not only trying to, because that's the really cool thing I want you guys to understand about digital marketing, is the fact that when you learn digital marketing, you can build any business you want from home online, and learn and not learn, but start to take that business and have it make money. So it's super exciting to see people who are able to not only monetize on maybe an agency or an e-commerce store or something like that, but also take their digital marketing skills and use it to build other businesses as well. So let me see. Social Media Hunter said yes, he's definitely starting an agency. So did Leo and Ivan and Raquan. And then all of you guys, except for maybe Leo, said yes, that you're starting a personal brand as well. So that's really, really cool. I'm glad to see that, you guys are taking that initiative. Ivan's watching from the Philippines. Angel is watching from the Caribbean. I believe Angel just reached out to me. She's considering purchasing the course. But let's go ahead and talk about some questions that people have in the free group. So if you guys aren't aware of this, I'm going to share my screen really quick. And what you can see is our public Facebook group. If you guys are not in this, you're definitely going to want to get in the public Facebook group. It's free, and we have tons of people who post questions every single day, or just cool things to keep you motivated, or, kind of think about your business. What does anyone have an audit template I can use? So I probably need to respond to this person and send them my video. People like in my course are always involved, like Jesse's in my course, Ruben's in my course. So, or not in my course, but a partner of mine, somebody who does taxes, who does information for business owners looking for tax information. So there's a lot of free information in this group. Plus we update stuff like with videos that you might have missed. So if you guys are looking, again, for more free help and training and getting involved with the community, this is going to be the community that you want to hit up. And all you have to do is type in Serial Entrepreneurs, SMMA, and Digital Marketing Agency Help Group. Actually, if you just type in SMMA into the search bar and then click groups, I'm pretty sure it will probably be like one of the first ones, if not the first group that shows up. So just type in SMMA, click groups at the top, and you can find us there. All right, wait, let me pull over a window so I can see you guys chatting and answer your questions. Okay. Devin, what's going on, man? Robert just jumped in, purchased your course, starting an agency, starting brand, love your content, watching from San Francisco. Robert, happy to see you in there, buddy. Glad to have you in the course. If you have any questions, as always, just reach out to me on my Facebook business page or leave a comment in the course or on the private group. If you're not in the private group, get in the private group. But yeah, glad to have you in the course, man, and I'm excited to see you progress on your journey. Do you feel like the skills you were self-taught or from previous companies you worked for? Do you feel that the skills you have were self-taught or from... Okay, so Brittany, it's a little bit of both. The skill sets that I have developed over a long period of time. I've been an entrepreneur since I think the first business I ever started was 11. And I tell this story all the time, but I was selling candy out of a locker at my middle school. And I was making around $1,000 a month as an 11-year-old kid selling candy. So it was pretty cool. But then it grew from there. We built a ton of other businesses. I started several in college. We started a software development company in college where we were making apps. We were doing a free poker company. We had all kinds of different stuff. So I've learned a lot from my own experiences. But, and then not to mention, I also got started with using Facebook as a marketing tool back in like 2007 to promote my businesses. So, we got started on on an early note, but there were also things that other people kind of taught me that I also learned from the businesses that I work for and the corporations that I work for and my mentors and things like that. So that's really why I've been able to, I came out of nowhere in the last year and a half and kind of blew up my channel and all of the content and all of the value was because I kind of already had it. I just never put it into a personal brand. To be honest with you guys, I never, ever, ever thought I was going to be doing a YouTube channel. So, I just never thought that would be something that I did. But, here we are today, and obviously it was well worth it, and I'm glad I made this decision. But, my skill sets come from all different areas, and that's what you guys will want to take to heart as well, is the fact that when you're an entrepreneur, you can't just rely on one source of information or one course or one experience. all of my experience and all of my knowledge and insight comes from doing this stuff over and over again and failing over. Like, guys, I'm telling you, I have failed. Like, I'm 27 years old. This isn't my first business. I've failed on several businesses. I've failed on many different ventures and many different things where I tried to, you know, create a business or market a business, and I just didn't do well enough. But it always taught me something. The ones who are successful are the ones who actually take those failures or take those times when people are telling them, no, I don't want to buy your marketing services, or I don't believe that you can get me those results, or we don't have the budget, or, you know, we're just not ready to do anything at this time. If you look at those as failures, you're going to have a hard time. I'm not going to say you're going to fail, but you will have a difficult time being an entrepreneur. You need to take every single time where you don't get the result that you're looking for. You see how I didn't even call it a failure? It's just not the result you're looking for. Every time you get that experience or have that experience, that is something that you need to learn from. If you're the type of person that can say, okay, this happened, I wanted this to happen, but it didn't happen. So why was there a disconnect from what I did here and what I did here? And don't be so arrogant to say, oh, well, I did it perfectly, because I still don't do it perfectly. Not every time. Like, I'm much better. I have a lot less error, but I still don't do it perfect all the time. So you have to understand that there's going to be areas and there's going to be experiences and there's going to be times on your entrepreneurial journey or on your digital marketing agency journey or personal brand or e-commerce store, whatever it is that you're starting. It's not just an agency thing. This is an entrepreneurial thing. When you can learn to take that experience of the experience where it didn't come to equal the result you were looking and turn it into something that's going to teach you something, I guarantee you will be one of the greatest entrepreneurs of all time, because that's what a great entrepreneur requires. Those are all of the big guys that you see. They don't look at those types of things as failure. They look at it as, okay, well, this is what it taught me. I'm not good. Like, what I love is when people fail and then they're like, oh, it's a scam. There's no way anybody can ever do this. Like, it's not necessary. There are things out there that are scams. Trust me, I worked for a scam company. When I first came back up to Atlanta before I started my detailing company that I talk about, went and worked for this company that was it was a management trainee program. And the biggest reason I did it was because I wanted to get some outside sales experience. So I was going door to door, like, dude, you guys want to talk about a job? I was making $400 a month, okay? Working 70 hours per week, making $400 per month. I shit you not. It had to be, it has to be illegal, but it's not, because it's based on commission, right? I was walking door to door for about 11 hours a day, selling AT&T services, learning how to sell, learning how to really overcome objections, and really learning how to hone in on my skill set before I ever got into doing the digital marketing thing. And, you know, that is a scam. That business was a scam. They work the crap out of people to hope, and you find one person that can actually sell it, and then they mold that person into another manager who does the same thing to a bunch of other people. Essentially, guys, what I'm trying to tell you is it takes a lot of time to learn how to be an entrepreneur. It takes a lot of time to learn how to do things properly, and that's why finding a mentor, finding somewhere to learn from, or finding a person or multiple people really that you can confide in and that you can trust that the information they're giving you is going to help you progress and not do the opposite. That's when you're going to really start to take off on your journey as an entrepreneur. But you have to start finding people to learn from. I didn't just do all of that, you know, learning on my own. I had several mentors in college. Dude, I probably had 8 to 10 mentors in the business building alone in college. I also talked to people in the IT stuff. So, you know, or not in the IT stuff, but in the software industry. So, you know, you have to surround yourself with people who have made these mistakes before, get their advice, and start, seriously, people want to be successful all the time, and they want to make the money, and they want to do the things like you see us doing online because you watch us do it all the time, right? But then they try it and they don't see the success because they think that they're just able to do it on their own. They're just going to pick it up and it'll come naturally to them. No, it's not how it works. Business is not something that, yes, some aspects of business will come naturally, but others are not going to. And so you have to find help where you don't quite understand or pick up to it naturally. Let's see here. Your audit template helped me get my first client today. Raquan. Landing clients from the audit template. See, dude, people still ask me, they're like, how do you get clients? I'm like, guys, there's no, like, it's not like one secret way. You can do it from email, you can do it from Facebook messages, you can do it from walking in, networking. The trick is to hit the numbers. Okay, when you're trying to land clients, number one, qualify your businesses. If you guys are if you didn't see it, we actually I believe it came out. Excuse me. Let me check my YouTube channel really quick here. Because we just created a video. I know it was created. I don't know if it's scheduled yet. But we just created a video on the 5-step process to landing clients. And if you guys haven't seen that video, you need to see that video. This is literally, it's the reason why most people fail at landing clients, because they don't go through the process of finding the clients properly. You have to qualify the client, right? Before you ever, or prospect, qualify the prospect before you ever go out to meet them. And then once you have qualified them, you're able to actually, start building out the audits and stuff like that. So that's really awesome that you were able to get get that client. And I hope that I really hope that you're able to, do some big things for their marketing. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to go to videos. Sorry guys, I cannot do like talking and like computer stuff at the same time like that, where I'm trying to do one thing here but converse about something else here. 5-step guaranteed process to land clients for your social media marketing agency. You guys need to check out this video. That's why it already has 588 views. We just uploaded that video the other day, about a week ago, but you guys need to check this video out. It is seriously the process to landing clients. And if you don't know how to land clients, if you're really struggling to get clients, then you're probably doing something wrong on your journey to trying to get that client to buy the services from you. So make sure you check out that video. If you guys checked out that video, do me a favor and type yes in the chat box. I want to see how many of the people on this live chat are actually watching my regular content, because that video right there was seriously fire. And if you guys didn't get into it, I just kind of also honestly feel a little bad for you. But yeah, I'm glad you got that client. Raquan Ife says, how do we get in the private group? All you have to do is, if you've already purchased the course, you just need to search in the search bar right up here. Just search Digital Marketing School. And what we'll do is we'll add you. Obviously, we do a cross-reference. We get people who try to request to join it all the time. It's like, do you really think we're just going to let you in? I don't know. People are crazy. But just type in Digital Marketing School Private Group up here in the search bar, and you can request to join. If you're in the course, we will go ahead and add you. Hey man, do you also have a video about Facebook Business Manager, how to use it in ease? Ivan, yes, that is inside the course, How to Use Business Manager. We're actually even creating newer videos for the Business Manager. I think it's Cuevas. I'm going to guess Cuevas. But I think we're at 5 companies now, like legal companies. Some of them are still in project mode, but we're working on a couple others too. Let's see. Ivan, a follow-up question. Is it okay not to use Facebook Business Manager when managing a business page? No, Ivan, always use Facebook Business Manager. Please God, do not use like Pages Manager app on your phone. That's like, the app on your phone is only for oversight, looking at things, basic maintenance, sending a message, replying to a comment, stuff like that. Not running ads, not optimizing the page, not setting it up, none of that. Robert Hummer saw the video and Ivan saw the video. Good. So I'm glad you guys saw that. If you did not see the video, you're really missing out. Definitely check out that video. Let's get through some of these questions in here. By the way, we just hit 10K subscribers on Instagram. I think we did 3,000 new subscribers or new followers on Instagram last week. 3,000 new followers, and no, we're not using an automated bot that follows and unfollows, none of that. Those things actually get your account spammed, marked as spam from Instagram. I'm going to recommend none of you guys ever do that. Found that experience out by myself, and that sucked. But yeah, don't do the bots. We're growing it another way. If you guys are interested in seeing how we've been able to grow our Facebook page so quickly, I asked this on the group in here. But if you want to see how we've been able to grow our page so quickly, and get the exact results, because we're not spending anything on ads. We are spending money, but we're not spending money on ads. If you want to see how we've done this and learn about the process, you guys just do me a favor and type in, yes, I want the Instagram training, or type Instagram training in the comments section. And we'll make sure to put together a training on this specific topic, because it was really interesting to see how quickly we could get followers and get tons and tons of views and comments and likes on our videos and saves on our videos. It was really, really interesting. Thanks, man. Gotta go. I'm looking forward for the next live Q&A. LOL. Ivan, hope to see you in the course, man. Glad to have you here tonight. Let's see. Oh, let's go through this, because Ruben does give some good tax information. And for those of you who don't know a ton about taxes, you know, that it's just another reason really for you guys to join this Facebook group. Because, again, we give away tons of free training, and if you're looking to really hone in on any business, then, yeah, you definitely want to be in this group. But anyways, Ruben writes, for all of you work-from-home digital marketers, please make sure to deduct the home office deduction for taxes. There are 2 ways to deduct these expenses. Read below. Method 1, simplified home office deduction. With this method, you do not have to track actual expenses. The IRS allows $5 per square foot of your home office. This is huge. So if you have a home office, do not miss out. Method 2, actual cost. Here's where you track the actual home office expenses and write off a percentage of your home used for business. This includes painting your home office and hiring someone to clean your office. Don't lose out on these tax deductions. If you have any questions, you can feel free to ask Ruben in the comments below. But yeah, this is a really cool, how much is your refund processing fees? Vidal, it's different per customer, because we have a lot of people who buy from Europe. So they have like VAT taxes involved and stuff like that. So it's a little bit different for each person. Back to the taxes information. This is super important, because you guys have to understand, if you guys are trying to start an agency, you need to use all of the tax deductions and tax benefits that you can possibly get to your advantage. And what I mean by that is, you need to get as many deductions off of your taxes so you keep more of your income. If you don't use those deductions to your advantage, what actually happens is the government keeps that money and you don't get it back. All right, so what you do is you pay in every single, you can do it quarterly, you can do it monthly, you can do it annually if you like. I prefer to do it annually. I have a savings account and we put money into the savings account. But if you're looking to really save the most money at the end of the year, you want to pay off those taxes, but you also want to get the most deductions. So that's why you do things like the home office deduction. You can write off lunches, where if you take, that's the cool thing, guys. Like, I want you guys to understand this, because a lot of people are scared to do this or don't want to spend the money. If you're really excited about getting a potential customer and you're trying to land that customer, and all you need to do is get that little bit of an extra edge, take them to lunch. Or if you're not able to get in the door, but you know you could land them, take them to lunch. The cool thing is you can write off that expense, okay, because it is a business expense. You can write off all of those expenses, all right, and that adds back to your bottom line. That is a marketing expense for your business. The gas for your car, you can write off. Your cell phone, your internet, your home office, like we're talking about now. There's, what else? We're getting Facebook ads approved. What else? There's so much stuff that you can write off. Your pens, your whiteboards, your cameras, your lights for your office, your desk, like cords, everything, guys. You can write all of this stuff off. I had to do a spin so I could get some ideas. But you guys need to be writing this stuff off, okay? Just make sure you're doing that. Pete, what's going on, buddy? Danette says 1, 2, 3, 4 Instagram training, please. Yeah, so we're looking to put together an Instagram training. If you guys are interested in that training, then all you have to do is type yes in the comments. But guys, if you are, what time is it? We need to see what time it is. 9:14. Okay, so we're a good 30 minutes in, so we got some more time. All right, so let's cover some more questions in here before we do the giveaway. Thank you for accepting me. Trying to get to some questions for you guys. How do you calculate the advertising budget of a client? I know it's a weird question, but I live in Morocco and economy here is not US, ha ha ha. So please tell me how to calculate the advertising budget. This question is very important for me because it doesn't look professional to tell them, give me $700, and if I still need some bucks, I'll call you. Okay. So when you're looking at the advertising budget, calculating it, here's the thing. Let's address the country issue first, because he said he's from Morocco. Yeah, Morocco. The thing that you have to know about pricing or getting to the advertising budget is essentially the ad budget is something that you need to build out before you actually sell the person. So it's when you're building the proposal. It's something that you need to understand the entire budget, right? So if they only have $2,000 that they can spend, how much of that can you put into ads? I would probably say that you need to put at least $750 into ads on a monthly basis. Once you understand that, then you're going to be able to say, okay, well, this is how we can break it apart on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, stuff like that, and you can start to budget it out accordingly. But with the country-to-country thing, you have to take into consideration the difference. I mean, I don't really know what inflation is like or what the deflation would be like between the U.S. and the Moroccan currency. So you'd have to do some basically equivalency and figure it out. So what I would do is I recommend taking maybe $1,000 in U.S. dollars and saying, okay, what does that equal in the Moroccan currency, right? And then you'd say, okay, well, that's kind of how you'd have to break it up into percentages based on, okay, well, if $700 is however many percent of $2,000 of that budget, well, we would want to do that percentage of budget in Moroccan dollars. Does that make sense? So you're going to have to do some converting from US to Moroccan, but it's not that difficult. Just kind of think about it. Let me see here. What's the best way to get meetings through Facebook messaging? It's difficult for me to find the owner personal pages on Facebook. Rodney said late, a little late, but still made it. Rodney, glad to have you here, buddy. Raquan, so when you're trying to get to the business owner on Facebook, here's the thing. It only works really, really well with certain niches where the business owner is heavily prominent in the business. So for example, real estate, they run a lot of their pages through they're the ones who run their pages because a lot of them are running their real estate agency. A lot of the time with kind of not small, but between small and medium-sized attorneys' offices are the same way. So I'm not actually messaging an individual person per se all the time. A lot of it is a business page that's run by a person because of the environment involved with the industry, right? So with real estate agents, they're going to be more heavily involved with their page, especially if they're a little smaller of an agency. Same thing with attorneys. Same thing with a doctor if they're a smaller end doctor's office. But eventually the doctors even get out of that as quickly as possible once they get their front office admin. And that's when it gets really bad with the advertising, by the way. The front office admins, they do their damnedest, but they just don't know how to do it, guys. It's not good. So let's get another question here. Raquan, I hope that answered your question. Is there a way to target businesses with Facebook ads? Hang on, guys. I forgot to hit record. We're not gone. We're still here. Luckily, I have it on the screen one this time. All right. Hang on a sec. I forgot. Okay, so when I do this, I actually have to record, and it will keep my camera from shutting off. So I have to record the whole live stream to keep it from shutting off. It's kind of dumb, but it's whatever. You got to do what you got to do. We're just going to use one DSLR today. I'm not going to switch back anymore. Isn't this cool though? Like, this is all you gotta do, and then you can adjust it, and then boom, you got a cool live stream with a camera. That's probably why that guy in the beginning thought this was like a pre-recorded episode. I was like, dude, what? Somebody said it was pre-recorded when they first hopped in. I was like, why would I pre-record a video? Okay, let's get another question. Man, there are some people who have a ton of questions. I love it. They're getting really involved. Any recommendations on VAs to manage social media, looking to start outsourcing, but I want someone who knows what they're doing? All right, so let's answer Rock's question, because a lot of you guys have this question, and it's not something that's just as simple as hiring one person if you want quality. All right, so let's talk about this a little bit. When you get a VA in the beginning, the thing is, you guys have to understand that you're going to be doing or performing a lot of services, right? You have social media management, which could consist of posting, creating videos, or editing the video at least, creating photos, creating copy, all of that, right? So that's just social media. Then you have email marketing, creating copy, creating images. So essentially, it comes down to a bunch of base roles, right? You have, Pete, I'll get to your B2B question. You have a bunch of base roles. You have your creative director. You have someone like a copywriter. You have a blog writer. You have a designer. You have a scheduler. You have, what else? Somebody to do transcriptions if you need. There's all kinds of different roles that you can hire for. But what you have to understand is in the beginning, you're probably not going to be able to hire for all of those roles up front, right? You can't hire 5 people and then be able to afford to pay for yourself and then the software services plus taxes and all of that, right? So you have to start off small. So what I recommend is start off in the beginning hiring either a designer or a scheduler or a copywriter in the beginning, or a blog writer. Blog writer can be big if you're doing a lot of blog content for a customer. All right, so, and the reason why I recommend these positions are because they're cheaper to afford and you can get a lot of work done out of that person at a relatively good cost again, and it'll save you time from having to create that content yourself, and you can actually go and focus on selling and growing your business. So the two that I would probably recommend first are the scheduler, because if you're wasting your time scheduling posts all the time, like if you create 25 posts for Facebook, Instagram, and you're spending your time scheduling all 25 of those posts with the copy and the emojis and all that stuff, you're wasting time. Hire a scheduler first, have them do all of the scheduling for you, and then you don't have to worry about that task. And you can pay like $2 to $3 per hour to hire a scheduler. Copywriter or designer needs to be next, in my opinion. And I would say probably the designer, since a lot of you probably don't know how to use Photoshop, at least really, really well. And I'm talking really well. You don't need to be, if you're not proficient with Photoshop, don't manage it. Seriously, don't sit there and do stuff for your clients that's not going to benefit them. Hire a designer, have them do the video. Hire a designer too that can do not only video editing, but graphic design as well. So what I recommend is actually hiring for a video editor first that does a great job at editing video that also knows graphic design, and you're knocking out 2 positions with one. That's actually what we have. We have a couple people that do both of those positions, so that way it makes it easier. We just send either image or video editing to them. But those positions, you can probably, if you have a client spending $1,500 per month, you can probably hire at least 2 of those positions, maybe 3, and still be making a little bit of money, and then paying all of your expenses like your taxes and stuff like that. But you're not going to find one person who can just do it all. It doesn't work like that. That is, trust me, I went through the experience of trying to do that and hiring cheap up in the beginning, and in my opinion, it just wasn't worth the time and effort. They do a decent job, they don't do the best job, and they don't do a job that your customers are going to be happy with. So I would recommend definitely hiring for each individual position. Is there a way to target businesses with Facebook ads? I have a B2B prospect. Yeah, so you can target by, well, All right, so take this with a grain of salt because Facebook has been updating their targeting options a lot, and I would need to refresh to say with 100% certainty. But the last time that I checked, you can target people by their job role, by their position at their company, by what company they work for. So yes, you can target for B2B with Facebook. I hope that answers your question. Let me see here. Brittany, is there a video on how you break down how to price services? Brittany, I think we have like 5 videos on YouTube on how to price services. We have a ton in my course, so yes. Also, skip the questions on video software. I didn't see a question on video software. I'm sorry. After your 5 companies, 5 different agencies. I don't see. Hey bro, do you have any recommendations on how to get video clips for video content that you can use legally on fun posts and promos? Also, do you recommend an editing software? So, for editing software, if you're not good with like Adobe, After Effects, or Illustrator, I recommend using something that I used in the beginning when I first started editing my crappy videos. And it's called Filmora, so you can start to use that. I think it's $60 for lifetime access, and it's a very good video editor. They give you themes, they give you overlays, they give you all kinds of different effects and stuff like that that you can add into the videos. It's called Filmora, 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 by Wondershare. And it's a really cool product. But as far as getting stock video clips that you can use for clients, let me show you guys this site. This is something I'm actually adding to the course when we do our update. It's one of the tools and resources we use. No, I was wrong. Not Blockles, or yeah. It's called Video Blocks. It's by Storyblocks. And they sell, it's called stock videos. So if you don't want to use Storyblocks, you don't have to. You can choose someone else. There's tons of these providers. Just look for a stock video provider. And basically, Storyblocks is the one that I recommend. I think it's like $189 for like lifetime access, which is dope. So yeah, we bought the lifetime access for this. I can't remember my login credentials, so we'll have to see if we can get in here. Nope. Let's see if we can get in, and I'll show you guys what it kind of looks like. Yeah, one more password I'm going to try. Nope. Alright, I can't get in. Alright, basically, guys, when you get inside there, they give you a ton of different videos. So, like, I guess, actually, I can show you. So, say I have a real estate agent, right? And I need some cool home footage. Or say I need some aerial footage of Atlanta. We just go here. And you can see all of these videos. I know they don't look good, so what we'll do is 4K. And I know they still don't look good, but I promise you when you open these videos up, they do look good. So if I click on it, it should take, there we go. And then you can see it's 1:09, and when you basically purchase it, so you don't get access to all of the 4K videos, but you do get access to a good bit of them, like a bunch of them they have. So like the $189 version, you get like a base package where you get access to a lot of the stock footage, but not all of it. There's specific things by specific creators that you have to buy extra if you want more. But you can see this is not working properly. It's not playing the video, or maybe it's a zoom video. It might be one of those. It does like a slow zoom. Let's do Atlanta time lapse. That'll show you guys a little bit better because I used one of those before for a client. This will be good. So you guys can see it's 4K video. If I wasn't running a live stream, the quality would be even better. But you can add this. This is once you purchase access to Storyblocks, you just add this to your account and boom. Or you download this video and then you've got footage. Cool. Let me see here. Jesus, we just got a lot of questions in. Okay. Now currently looking for a content writer. Any tips on how you organize your workflow for outsourced teams? Rodney, we're actually going to be uploading all of my examples for operational workflows for people to the course. I think you're in the course. I can't 100% remember. There's too many people to keep up with now. But if you are in the course, we are going to be releasing that there. If not, my tip would be to, again, build it per role. So by like creative director, copywriter, designer, all of that. And then what you need to do is once you have all of the roles built out, make sure you outline how to post or create content for each platform. So email, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever the platform is that you're trying to get things posted for. Devin, you collect payment before you start working. Simple. Like, don't start working for them until you collect payment. When doing ads for dentists, how do you target potential customers? Do you target people who have shown interest in dentists, and Facebook will show that ad to them? I am sorry, I can't pronounce that that word there. But when it comes to picking ads for the dentist niche, I wouldn't recommend targeting people who have liked or have an interest in dentists. I would probably, number one, locate it around that specific dentist office. I would do a little research on how far their customers come from to get to their office. And then once you have that dentist office, once you have the proximity for the office set up, then you're going to want to target people who have not only visited specific pages on their website, so you should have the pixel installed. So you should retarget people who have visited specific sales pages, appointment setting pages, anything like that. You should retarget people who have engaged with their Facebook page. And then you should really just focus on creating content and creating campaigns around retargeting people who, number one, have already engaged with the brand, so that way you know what type of messaging to send them. But if you're doing cold audiences or you're trying to find cold traffic, then you're going to want to retarget, you know, people who have, I mean, honestly, I haven't worked in the dentist niche before, so I'd have to do a little bit deeper digging on Facebook. But if I were to guess, probably parents, so probably older people who have, I don't know, expressed interest in dental magazines or dental pages other than mine, or health magazines. And then really it's just building interest from that. The biggest thing is that's why I don't like to just build straight cold audiences from interest. The goal with Facebook when you're building cold traffic is to start using lookalike audiences as soon as possible. So what you should do is, if you can, if that customer has a list of customers' email addresses and phone numbers, you upload that to Facebook, create a lookalike audience off of it, and then you can start retargeting people, or use an email list or some kind of customer list or list of people that have already engaged with that business before. Really, you want to stay away from building interest groups and all of that as much as possible, and use lookalike audiences as much as possible. Were you doing your every task on your own when you first started your agency, or did you have a team ready? I didn't have a team ready. I had to build my team from scratch. And the first move I did was hire a blog article writer. So I've had Alicia on my team now for about a year, almost a year and a half. She's been writing content for me for a long, long time now. And then we went into a video editor because it takes so much time to edit video, and I don't have time to do that, plus manage all of everything else. And then we went on from there and just added on more positions from there. So I'm going to answer a couple more of these questions, but before I answer those questions, if you guys are ready to win the mentorship giveaway, I need you to do me a couple favors. Number one, hit the thumbs up so that way you can qualify to win the mentorship. Number two, I need you to write yes in the comments section so that way I know you guys are ready to play the mentorship game. But let's get to another question. Hey, what is the minimum a medical doctor would have to spend on Facebook ads per month? Galactus, I recommend usually with any niche, no matter what it is, I try to tell every business owner that if you don't have at least $500 to $750 a month to spend, then they shouldn't do it. And if it's only $500, that means that they should be spending that and managing it themselves. Really, as an agency owner, you don't want to work with $500 budgets. They're just difficult to get results with. When it comes to the medical field, though, most people are able to afford $750 to $1,000 per month, plus your management fees and all of that, right? Paying for the social media marketing services and paying for all that stuff. So what I really recommend, starting with that minimum of $750 and then working up from there. If you can, try and keep your minimums around $1,000. That's going to work the best. And the reason why is because the medical field, the legal field, the general contracting field, all of those industries are super competitive already, and they have the budgets to work with. The big time companies there have the budgets to work with, so they're not afraid to spend the money. So if you try to take, Dr. B over here and all he has is $500 and you're competing against 5 other doctors who are spending a minimum of $1,000 a month, upwards of $10,000 per month, you're not going to be able to compete with those guys, right? So you have to make sure that you're able to compete. Yes, thumbs up. How do I set up payments to get paid? I do invoicing, Courtney, through QuickBooks. Yes, keep cutting out on me, and I really love your info. Danette, I'm sorry about that. For some reason, we are having a little bit of a stream error here, or at least a connectivity error. But I promise you, it will get better in just a second. All right, guys, so let's get into this question, and we're probably going to close this video out here. Daryl, I'll answer your question at the very end after we get through the question that I'm going to ask today. So, let's see what I want to make my question about. Doom, doom, doom. I know what it is. I have the question. All right. If you guys are ready, I'm ready, and we will get this thing going. So, the question for today is, I talked about Facebook ads just a minute ago, so for those of you who are just hopping on or recently hopped on, you should be able to get this too. When it comes to Facebook ads, what type of cold traffic audiences work the best? What type of audiences should you be using for cold traffic audiences? I said this earlier, and basically there's only really 3 types of audiences that you can create on Facebook. So you guys should be able to get this one if you've been paying attention and you listened to the part where I talked about Facebook ads. There's only 3 answers, so it's going to be kind of hard for someone to get this wrong. That's not Brittany James. Brittany James, you are the winner. It is lookalike audiences. And the reason why is because, again, Facebook ads, interest groups are not as effective as a cold audience that has been pre-qualified. Lookalike audiences are practically pre-qualified. Cold traffic, you're just pulling stuff out of thin air. You're trying your best to target interests and audiences that are going to do the best possible job. But that's not the way it is. But it is lookalike audiences, just so you guys know. Not interests, not engagement ads. And just so you guys know, to clarify, there are only 3 types of Facebook audiences. There are saved audiences, custom audiences, and lookalike audiences. Saved audiences are the ones where you take all the interests and behaviors and you build all of it that way. Lookalike audiences come from other audiences that you've already built. Custom audiences are your audiences that come from your Facebook business engagements, your website traffic, all kinds of different things, okay? So, Brittany, congratulations. Make sure you send a message to my Facebook business page. And just in case you aren't aware of what page that is, because for some reason some people don't understand the difference between a business page and my personal page. The business page is right here, Serial Entrepreneur. All you have to do is go there, shoot us a message, and we will send over your coupon code. If you guys haven't liked this page, you definitely want to get over there and like it. Also join the free Facebook group that we were mentioning. Let me get up to, because I told one of you I would answer your question. Daryl, about to run a digital marketing audit giveaway with the help of Facebook ads to try to get my first client. Do you have any advice? Daryl, let me propose something to you instead of doing an audit giveaway for your Facebook ads adventure or idea. Because this is something that works out really well, and I'm interested to see some other people's results with it. So, Daryl, my advice to you, and this is a new way to get clients, one that a lot of people aren't willing to do, either because they're scared, or they don't have the money, or they don't know how to market. So 3 reasons. Either you're scared, you don't have money, or you don't know how to market. But what you should do is find a webinar platform. Like, you can use Google Hangouts. You can use Google Meet. That's a little better because you can send out a URL that they can join, and then you can approve or deny people. And it's just my preference. Google Meet is what it's called. And you get that when you buy the Google Business email address. You host a webinar on some kind of platform, all right, and you promote that webinar. And what you should do is something like small business owner Facebook ads training, or business owner social media marketing training, something like that, right? And put together a super valuable presentation where you actually teach them how to do some stuff themselves, how to set up the Facebook pixel, how to run some ads, how to create an Instagram page, whatever, right? Teach them something. Run Facebook ads for them to join that webinar. Have an email automation, or even you can do the emails yourself, where you email them and tell them, hey, the webinar is starting in a week. Hey, reminder for the webinar starting in 2 days, whatever, right? Follow up with them until your webinar starts, and then host that webinar. Give the training in the webinar, kind of like we're doing right here, right? And then what you do is at the beginning of the webinar, you introduce, say what's going to happen, and then as soon as you get done saying that, say at the end, if you guys have questions as business owners, if you guys have questions, I'm going to pause for a little bit to answer some of your questions, and then after that, if you guys would like to set a meeting, I'm more than happy to meet with any of you in person, and we can talk about your business, and we can talk about setting up maybe some campaigns for you, and then that's what you do. You run your little event, you host a training session. You could do it something like with a whiteboard like this, or something, where it's, a learning experience for them. You can do it where you share your screen like this. And all you do is you sit there and you tell people, how to market their business. And then at the end, you answer their questions. And then once they're done with their questions, all you need to do from there is say, all right, who would like to meet with me? That's it. So that's my idea. But if you're going to do the audit idea, my advice would be to still have some sort of email follow-up series. You don't just want to send someone an ad and then that's it, no follow-up, right? Or create a retargeting campaign on Facebook where you're remarketing to those businesses who either download that audit or, take a specific action with regards to that audit. All right, so congrats, Brittany. Yes, Danette, Brittany did win the course. So I'm going to get out of here, guys. I hope you guys had a great Thursday and have had a great week so far. As always, thank you so much for joining me, and join me next week on Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we always have our YouTube live events. That's it for me, guys. I'm super excited about everything. I guess some quick notes for those of you who are still with me. Basically, we are opening our personal branding course here in August. On August 1st, we're launching the personal branding course pre-sale. It's going to be $299. So if you're wanting to start a YouTube channel, or if you're wanting to start a brand, kind of like what you see right here, all you have to do is stay tuned to that, because we're going to be putting together, I'm telling you, the sickest personal branding course on the market. We're having people like Maxwell Finn, Jeremy Adams, Patrick Kenny. We're having all kinds of people come on this course who are influencers like myself, come on and teach you guys their tactics, really, to building a personal brand. So if you're interested in that, it's going to be $299 on August 1st to August 31st. You have a month to get in that course for only $299, and then we're upping the course price from there. It's going to go all the way up to $1,200 in price, because of the amount of value, the amount of videos that we're putting into this course, the people that are going to be involved with this course. There are 6-figure, 7-figure, and 8-figure business owners that are going to be on this course. So just to kind of give you a heads up of the people, and I don't allow for theoretical training. The guys who are coming on this course are guys who actually do like legitimate training. They're not just going to say, well, this is how I took my business to $10 million per year. No, they're going to come on and they're going to say, yo, so this is Facebook ads. Here's how to set up a freaking Facebook ad. Don't listen to all these other jackwagons over here, and you'll do fine. And then they'll run through how to actually do it. So anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Any discounts for current school course students? Robert, $299 is a discount, bro. It's going up to $1,200. Trust me, that's a discount. Yes, and Robert, more content. We're adding 30 new videos to the digital marketing school. Danette, the personal branding course that we're launching, the one that teaches you how to start a personal brand like what we're doing right now, is going to be $299. OP. Yeah, Robert, trust me. Yeah, that is the biggest discount the course will ever be at. I will never ever release the course price for that course for lower than $299. I'm telling you guys, like, we have found the secret sauce to YouTube, to Instagram, to Facebook. We know all of the social media stuff. I am really getting even better. Me and Ted are getting fantastic at email marketing. We have SEO by Ruan Marino. He's going to come on and talk about that. This guy is an SEO guru. That's all he does, is run an SEO agency. Patrick Kenny is a guru at Facebook Live and running a Facebook brand. We're having, again, Maxwell Finn and Jeremy Adams. If you guys don't know who those two people are, then you should not even be marketing right now. Like, those guys are the gods of Facebook ads. Like, they are people that I learn from. So these guys are going to be insanely awesome to have on this course. And if you're really wanting to learn more about digital marketing, but also personal branding and running a channel like this, you're going to want to check that out. But yes, 30 more videos being added to the Digital Marketing School course. Plus, we're doing live trainings once a month, every month now. We're going to eventually jump that up to 2 live trainings every single month for the Digital Marketing School. So tons and tons of value here, guys. But yeah, just so you guys are aware. You need to put the code to get the course. I'm already joined and I didn't understand. Diego, send me a message to my Facebook page. I'm not sure what you're talking about. But yeah, my camera's telling me we need to get out of here since I'm not recording tonight. So Diego, send me a message. We're going to get out of here. I appreciate all you hopping on tonight. Until next time, Serial Entrepreneur out.